what is your preference when it comes to the length of the actual emails themselves? Because what I would imagine people are thinking is, okay, so you're saying that a 2-3 message sequence is optimal. How am I going to fit all the amazing things I want to say about my business in 2 emails if they're short? And we're all told by cold email gurus that you should keep it short. But it'd just be interesting to hear what your philosophy on it is.
Yeah, I would also say, like all the cold email gurus, that you want to keep it short. That said, I think what's most important is not the length of the email, is that as fast as possible, there is something that's just for them.
Okay.
And so what I'm saying is, I could send you a very long email, but say like the first sentences are very appealing to you. And then the second sentence is as well, and just continuing. And every time I'm saying something, it's always appealing to you. Then probably you will want to read the whole thing. And so I feel like the length of the email doesn't matter that much if the whole email is actually personalized to you. That said, if you will be doing any kind of outbound at some scale, I'm guessing you will not be personalizing 6 paragraphs for each person that you reach out to. And so what we like to do is like, we do say 3 to 4 lines. Typically, we want to introduce, or we want to start with the problem itself, or like the observation that led us to reach out. And then once we have this, we come with a short pitch, and we like to end the email with some nice personalization element. I think if you have this, like the whole idea of this email is not for people to understand what the service does. It's just for them to understand that you can help them solve the problem they have. And so if you can communicate in very few words that you understand what's the problem they have, because you're seeing what's happening within the company, and you just mention or briefly tease the solution, then they'll want to talk with you. And obviously, like, the setting will be a 30 minutes or a couple of 30-minute conversations. And so you are just trying to sell the reply on this first email, not even the meeting. You're just trying to sell the reply. You want them to say, hey, it's interesting. Can you just send me more information? So that then they end up booking a meeting and then you sell. And so like, this is the misconception, is you have some tools, they have a lot of different features, and they are thinking, if I forget to talk about this feature, like they will not see the full value of my product, and what will they think? And the issue is that you're just thinking about yourself, because you're thinking about selling yourself. You're not thinking about what's happening between the company. And so, for example, Apollo, I guess, is a good example. They have their database, but they also have a sales engagement platform. And so, say they were looking at people or companies currently hiring. Say they were looking at the job description. Maybe they'll see in the job description that one of the responsibility of the person that's going to be hired will be to build some data contact lists. And in this case, then, because they would have seen that, they don't need to be pitching their sales engagement platform, because it's very relevant for the company to be pitching the database itself. And then you can have the opposite, where it's like, they will in the job responsibilities, the person will have to be sending a lot of messages, and in this case, they will have to pitch this feature. So this is the thing: is if you start with the prospect, then you don't need to be pitching all the features, because you know which is the one they will be interested in.
Yeah.